I have videos on top of videos that, I mean, I'm pretty sure everything's on Reddit. I'm pretty sure that you name it, it's out there. And this video was put out. Okay, a lot of people, like I said, it's been beyond many years. And I know Gabby's watching. I know Aaron's watching. That way, Gabby does. Gabby, do you remember this? Do you remember this when you went skiing? Because I don't want you coming after me, Gabby. Gabby, do you remember when you went skiing? Because I got the video to back it up. I got the video to back it up. That way you don't say I'm lying on your name. We have no, you know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, ask people in the comment section. She was hitting the slopes. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out exactly. I got the video not only on a USB drive, I got it on an external hard drive. I got it on another laptop. I'm not making this what I'm talking about. And I'm not making assumptions. If you don't know, I used to be an ex-street pharmacist. So, yeah, Gabby, I used to be an ex-street pharmacist. I've seen it all. So, and come back. And I'm going to open up boxes here shortly. So back when I was watching Gabby, pulling screen recording, and I watched her for quite a while, this is what Gabby was doing. And correct me if I'm wrong. Let me grab some more videos. Gabby, let me tell you, I have a lot of videos on this. But Gabby, the amount of videos I have on you that I screen recorded myself, and there's some other ones that we grabbed up, is kind of wild. And on this one, I labeled it. Gabby, not again, shaking my head. And if somebody's being disrespectful in the comments, get rid of them. Gabby, I don't know what you were going through at the moment, but this is what you were doing on TikTok.
Wait, is this how you spell your name? Wait, is that how you spell your name? Wait, no? Okay.
Give me 1 second. Let me grab. Gabby, do you remember this? Do you remember this?
I mean, your mic for us, how's it going? I can't hear you. What? I can't hear you. Okay. Your mic was up recently.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Sorry about that. Okay. So I'm gonna drink some eggs, raw eggs, and then I'm gonna mix it with some dog bones.
Gabby, what was that again? Raw eggs, dog bones. Hold on.
And then what I'm gonna do is my dog peed. I'm gonna take it out of the garbage can, and I'm gonna.
No. No. Let's continue.
Put it inside the cup.
Oh my Christ.
Okay.
And she does it. She does it. She does it.
Let me get a better one. Hold on. Pretty cool. Okay, well that's. Yep. Hang on. Hold on. Okay. It's not gonna work. Well, here, I got an idea. Hold on. This is on the floor.
Oh my God. She's ringing it in the cup.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Dog decided to.
Oh my God.
And then dog treats. Can I show you? Oops. Okay.
Let's not forget the pasta sauce. Let's not forget the pasta sauce. Let's add some pasta sauce to it.
Okay. Mix it.
Oh my
Maybe add some
goodness.
water. I'm gonna do it.
No.
Here it goes.
No.
God help me. Cheers.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There goes my coffee. Oh my goodness. No. There goes my coffee. Goodbye.
Okay. We've seen all of their dares. We've seen everyone's.
Oh. There went my coffee. Gabby, And I'll bring up people here shortly. Hold on. No. No.
Just read the whole thing. Oh my god, it's. Alexa, play part of your world. Here's part of your world. It's so much. I do get some busy on Amazon. Yeah, I have a mold in my lungs and a mass on my chest. When's the book ready? We need to go on actually. Hold on a second.
Yeah, this was not no makeup tutorial. I did screen record this. This is when I was putting out screen recordings. This was not an actual makeup tutorial.
Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm a girl? See, girl who does everything. I'm guessing, okay. It's just a story about her. Oh, God.
Let me grab this other video. I have a lot of videos.
Danny. Oh my God! Son? Son? No! Come here now! Oh my God.
Gabby, I'm going to start bringing people into boxes. Because we're going to give updated information on Gabby. More time on TikTok than she focuses on her little one. Texas Pickles, we're about to open up boxes. Her own son. Everybody that is here has seen it. I've been watching Gabby since before she moved to Florida. Another issue with Gabby is, I came across the video where he was in a plastic bag. Let me grab this other video. There's going to be a lot to talk about.
Sometimes. How about you just learn how to be kind? You know, let me tell you something, and I'm going to bring this up. I was in tears. We all know, I want to pronounce her name right, but it's a very sad story. Aubrey White, if I'm pronouncing her name right, Heather made a video, and she was crying, and she played a video, and there were some sayings that it was said, and it just broke me, but she broke down and she was like, just be kind. Just be kind. Because it's, and she was bullied. She was bullied by 3 girls and took her life. So when you do this to somebody, you just gotta be kind, dude. You just have to be kind. And when she broke down and when she said, just be kind, just be kind, just be kind, I broke down in tears.
So, Gabby, how are you going to compare yourself to Aubrey? You kind of see what I'm saying? Gabby comparing herself to a child is beyond disgusting. Beyond disgusting. And I don't care, she talks about having attorneys this, attorneys that. Gabby, I am one that is not as scared of a lawyer. We're going to talk about recent events. If you requested a box, let me know. If you requested a box,
how are you?
we're here. We're making this happen because we're not tolerating this.
No, we're not tolerating the fake miscarriages and consistent child neglect and fake cease and desists and bullshit court hearings. You're right.
So let's talk about how long have you been watching her, your favorite villain?
So I've only been covering her since this last. Well, I've been watching since the fake cease and desist because Finds Out is a good friend of mine, and I watched as Gabby attempted to harass her using the courts. She filed multiple restraining orders in multiple different states that were declined, like they were denied, and she kept going. You would think that that would show her that she doesn't have a case, but not Gabby. It wasn't until the last faked miscarriage that I started being vocal about her because the amount of women in my comment section crushed because she was using a sensitive topic like that was absolutely disgusting.
Sorry to cut you off, your favorite villain. We just got hit with a warning. And if the account goes down, we're going to the Mexican Homie 4 account. I'm putting it out there. They're reporting if the account gets it. Or you know what? Let me restart.
Okay.
I'm going to restart. That way we don't lose the account. I'm going to go ahead and restart everybody.
Perfect.
And then that way the warning could go away. So I will be right back. I'm going to reset. But Gabby, this is going to happen whether you like it or not. I'll be right back.
Amen. Right now.
Okay. I had to throw a random account in there. All right, everybody. We are back. This is going to happen whether Gabby likes it or not. Happen whether Gabby, and if I bring you in a box, let me know if it was an accident. Mama T, was it an accident?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm going to start bringing people in the boxes.
Good one. But like Dylan was bringing up with the fake miscarriages, and then I'm gonna try to say this with code words, but I'm sure you saw recent videos going around of her.
I see. You're making a very valid point. I did see where he was attempting to nurse, right?
Yes. And the thing is, never
Back with some medicine in her hand and took it. And Karen in the background said, "You just took that pill on live."
Oh, I missed that.
Yep, it was right before she cut the dog's nail.
And being in the bathroom with the meds, and
Yes.
taking way more than she should. So yeah, and now they're best friends again. But I've been so sick to my stomach over this nursing and just doubling down and just no accountability. And anyway, that's all I want to get up here and mention that. And I'll drop now and let everybody else have their turn. And thank you, your favorite villain, for picking her up and starting to cover her as well. And Mexican Homie, I appreciate you keeping it going. I know you have a lot of awarenesses to hold. And I know you did one on her again, and I appreciate you doing another one because it definitely needs to be done again because so much more has happened since the last one.
No problem, Mama T. You have a blessed evening.
You too.
You're welcome. Your favorite villain. You're back.
Sorry. You're good. I'm actually traveling, so I'm out of town with a friend, but I wanted to make sure that I know that, I didn't want to miss it because there's something about somebody that gets on TikTok and offends people of people that have been hurt by this last stunt that she pulled with the miscarriage is sickening. The miscarriage necklace was a whole different story. The fact that she put that in people's faces was wild. She absolutely weaponizes God to manipulate people into thinking that she's a good person. A good person wouldn't hurt people, know that they're hurting people, and continue hurting people.
How many? So I want to get this correct. How many times has she faked a miscarriage?
So I've been paying attention since the cease and desist was sent. I know of 2 in the last 6 months, but I know that there have been at least 4.
Okay. So it's 3 to 4. Some people have been watching her for a long time, so we're going to go between 3 and 4.
Yeah, 2 and 4 at least in the last 2 years.
4 in the last 2 years?
Yep.
One is too many. Faking one miscarriage on the internet for attention is too many.
If I can just chime in, because I'm sure she's gonna hit me, like she does when I'm in Dylan's live sometimes, with me and her. I know, it's on Kai's channel. It's all over. Um, Gabby clearly lets everybody know that people owe them nothing, whether you think you are friends with her or not, whether you are a supporter or not. She will use you until she can't use you no more. She weaponizes her child. I have watched her since the beginning. She weaponizes her child. She weaponizes her child. I know firsthand what nonverbal looks like because my grandson is nonverbal. And for her to throw that in autism in everybody's face, and it pisses me off. It does. Because her child is so smart. And if she thinks that it is the school's job to teach the child, it is not the school's job to teach the child. It is hers. I don't know if you have the video of her making out with the wall.
I know pretty good videos because the amount of videos that I already have. And if you're requesting a box, please let me know in the comment section because I have a lot of requests coming in. If I'm missing requests. Okay, Milk Dud, I'll bring you up. Jenna wants a box. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna get the ones that are requested.
I was just wondering if I could show part of the live that happened today.
Yes. You want me to put you in a big box?
Yeah, if you could.
Okay, let me bring up one more person that I seen. Give me 1 second. And I'm gonna try to keep the boxes down to 6. That way we can see full videos. Let me. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
While you do this, I just wanted to touch on really quick on what Pity Paw says, and then I'll drop down. I have a 21-year-old child that is nonverbal. She's never said mom. She's never said I love you. She will never say anything. She'll never move out. She will never shower by herself or brush her teeth by herself. She has autism herself. We just had her 3-year evaluation a few months ago, and it is heartbreaking to hear that your 21-year-old knows her basic shapes, but not her extended shapes. Um, and she has a pre-K education, like we're there, helped to give it sub-Q fluids, stayed with her, drove her to the vet, and left there at 3 a.m. after waiting at the vet and raising $3,000 with Yanny. I took a lot of slack after that because I didn't know who they were or that they were bad people. I found out very quickly all of that. And I still tried to get in Gabby's box and still tried to be like a mom support for her and talking to, I wanted to be there for her, like through the school system and how you navigate IEPs and services she could get her child and everything. And I tried over and over again, and I'd get mad and I'd give up. And he deserves somebody to push him, just like that's what us moms do with our special needs children is we push them. So I would try again and then I'd get mad and whatever. So I'm still here and I'm still around. I've been around since Illinois days 3.5 years ago. So been around watching a long time, met them all in person. But whatever. But yeah, I am hooked because of the things and the limits she puts on Cam. And she is so wrong. And she doesn't, I know the miscarriage thing too. I've had miscarriage. That's no joke. But what gets me on a day to day is looking at my child and then hearing her. I just wanted to add into Pity Paws because you did touch on those things. I know we were going to move past that really quick. So I just wanted to add my perspective in. So thank you.
No, you're fine. You're fine, Jenna. I just whatever you want to share, whatever it is that people want to put out there, want the community to know. Let the people know on TikTok. Put it out there because we want to get as much information out as possible. What I am noticing with this account, it's not letting me I can't put Melissa Sue in a big box. We've had issues with TikTok for a while doing this, so we lost Jenna. But we're going to do the best that we can.
You just need to kind of really listen on my end versus what you see. So I really don't need the big box. I just need to listen. You just need to hear the sound pretty much.
I think that's what I talked about in the beginning.
No problem. I'll go ahead and let you use. The floor is yours, Miss Melissa Sue.
Okay, so this happened today when she was grooming Karen's dog. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I guess she was very, very rough with this dog. But then this happened. So if you guys listen here. Hold on. Did he shake? Okay, so shake. Did you get your bread? Shake. Can you guys hear it okay? Okay.
No. Do you have to use the bathroom? No, do the hair alone, honey. No. Okay, I'm ready. No, it's not yours. No. Can I cut the nails too? Huh? Can I cut the nails too? Okay, I need to go see her. No, left.
Trigger warning too as well.
Yeah. Huh? Yes. Hold on. Yes.
So she asked Karen to mute the live, and then proceeded to threaten with spanking him. And I don't know if she did that or not, but then she screamed at him, and you obviously heard him crying. And then she came and she turned the live off. And now he has a black eye. So don't know, like I said, the extent of what happened, but you obviously, Gabby was planning on doing something since she had Karen mute the live. And Karen, so I don't know if Karen, I don't know if Karen did it on purpose, because on my end, when you watch it, it does show that she muted, just like that time in the garage. So,
Hey, Melissa, if you have that clip and you play it just a little bit longer, that's when you will see where Gabby comes back with
yeah, she just ends the live. Yeah, and she just ends the live. Yep.
Well, see, when she comes back, after or right before she starts clipping the dog's nails, she comes back with something small in her
and she has, yep. I haven't found that part yet. Isn't that not the same part? She has something smaller in her hand, and she takes it and she puts it in her mouth, and then Karen says, like, "Did you really just take that on live?"
Yep, that's right before she starts cutting the dog's nails.
Okay, so that must be in the next live right here.
Yep. But I just wanted to
I'll pause. I'll pause and I'll find that while you guys talk.
And then I'm gonna jump down. Plays this whole autism thing, and it pulls people in, and it breaks people's heart at the same time. Like, I don't ever know if my grandson will say a full word. I don't ever know if my grandson will ever. But for her to sit there and say that he has autism and he's nonverbal and she doesn't know what that life is like. She does not. And not only that, is on another part, pulls the mental health card. And just like trigger warning, how she said she was going to go to the beach that night. And Aaron said no. And she's like, give me my keys and blah, blah, blah. Like, disgusting, Gabby. That it is downright disgusting the way that you use these communities in just trigger everybody. And then to come out and say, I'm not reliable. But when me and her had the falling out, I had made a design for a shirt. I was going to sell the shirt, make them and send them out and give her the proceeds to help her move to get to a safer place for her son. Things went down. I told her not to use my design. Do not use my design. It was the next night or the night after that, she came on, put the picture up as it was her design, and that she was going to step back because I can't stand next to you with what you're doing. My whole thing is, you should have, if it was that bad and that much threatening going internet for the safety of your son. I can't stand by somebody who's going to be on TikTok and say, oh, I'm not letting them win. I'm not letting them win. What? That's the safety of your child. You won't even put the safety of your child in front of anything. What makes anybody think, if you watch that clip, you will clearly see that nobody on the internet means shit to her. She wants your money in gifts. She wants money on the side end. She will do whatever she has to do to get money and attention. And she is hiding this whole rug thing. Let me tell you, Gabby, even if a doctor does prescribe you take them, it still falls in addiction, sweetheart. You have a problem. And if you truly love your son, you'll seek out help for that in your mental health, because there's honestly something going on. And like back then, I tried being a true friend and standing up and telling you that I can't stand beside you, and you drug me through the mud for that. You drug me thing. You're a self-centered person with issues that you need to get help for. Your child is still young. He is not broken. And you still have the potential to be a good mother to him if you put work into it and get help for yourself. And that is the only thing everybody wants. And that would include getting off social media and doing what you need to do and be there for your child while he grows up the rest of the way. Because you keep messing around, shock. And I believe that's what you need. But for, like I said, for anybody out there, I am sorry if she has hurt you. I am sorry if she has triggered you. Coming up in these boxes, reach out. Any of them will talk to you. What Mr. Homie's putting out, what your favorite villain has put out, is the truth. I have watched her since the beginning. And I will tell you, and stand by, it is the truth. So if you think she cares about you, watch her patterns, and you'll see that she does not.
Yeah, you will never, ever, ever get the same treatment back that you give her. Ever.
Never.
Ask Patriot Nana. Ask them and the daughter.
That there's people here that should not be here. Moderators, please be on the lookout. If they mention a certain name, go ahead and get rid of them, because if they're over here trying to cause problems in the comment section, block them, mute them, or just mute them. Just mute them and get them out of here. Thank you.
Hey, I just wanted to hop on here really quick because, you know, aside from the miscarriages and Cam and everything, I watched a lot of people, including myself, get really upset and really worked up the night that she wanted to go to the beach. And if you didn't see it, you need to go back and horrible. I mean, I work in the mental health field, and that to me was one of the most horrific nights that I've seen. And why it was allowed to go on, I don't understand how she's never, as far as I know, she has never been kicked off. People report she's never been kicked off. That's all.
Mr. and Mrs. Tony, the Spread Love and the Pookie account, I don't know if you've heard about them, but they are not good. They are in the comments, and they enable like Lisa and all of
moderators, if you catch the accounts mentioned.
Yeah, it's the Pookie team, Gabby, and then Spread Love. They post deceased children on their accounts, and they need mental help.
If the moderators could, we're not going to tolerate any nonsense. This live stream is going to happen, no matter what. Nobody's bullying Gabby. Nobody is spreading misinformation on Gabby. I've been watching Gabby for a long time. Let's see. You know what? Let me clear out. Let me clear out the requests, because in the process, and you got to let me know in the comments that you want a box before I bring you up. And if I accidentally deny some people, I apologize, but I'm clearing out requests right now. And please do not request unless, give me a minute.
I found where she was taking the medicine or whatever it was that she took, but I didn't see where Karen said that. But I wish you could big box me, because, you know, when you do certain things, you have certain mouth movements.
Yes. And so this is how I could do it. I'm going to drop my account. Here, I'm going to drop my account. Okay, give me 1 second. So Patriot Mama, I'll bring you back up. I'm gonna clear out my
Okay.
account, and I'm gonna do two. And I do have Gabby over here. I'm listening to what she has going on. Okay, Miss Melissa. So hopefully that'll help out.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay, Miss Melissa. So hopefully that'll help out.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, and I'm on a ghost account over there. I'm listening to what Gabby is saying. Is that a trigger warning, Miss Melissa? So you're muted, Miss Melissa.
Sorry. This is, I didn't realize I was muted. This is kind of the mouth movements that, you know, us people will do when they take certain medications a lot. And she's yelling at her child too. I'm trying to get it to focus. Also, while we're doing this, there's a lot of streamers streaming her right now. So that way we don't give her the views. If you want to watch her, watch from one of those.
And I'm watching on a ghost account. I'm trying to see what else going on.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's fine. We're just talking about the other ones. Because if you go in there, you know, people want to say something. And hold on. And she treated this dog bad, so bad.
I have to check that out. It's probably expired. What do you think expired in its mouth? No. Does Spider-Man fly?
Yeah.
What is this? That's Chloe. Chloe.
It's hard to see, but she constantly does the tongue to cheek.
Chloe's silly. No. She's very silly. No. She's goofball.
And she does everything so aggressive.
Oh, I think that's something. Hey. Look at that bird. Stop.
But yeah, it has been known that Karen is a supplier. Yes. It's just where I don't really know if this is what people are talking about, to be honest.
And could you pause that, Melissa? Sorry about that. I cannot add I cannot add the AI warning. I cannot add it because I have to do it before the beginning of the live stream. I cannot add the AI warning. My apologies, everybody. Sorry, Miss Melissa. So go ahead.
No, you're okay. I don't know what else people want to. So I don't know if that's the right one that I had. It just shows her taking a pill. She's swallowing a pill, and Karen is on the phone. I don't know if that's the right one that people are talking about. But yeah.
And so, do you have any more videos you want to show?
No, I don't. No, that's all I have for right now. I have been so as the last thing I wanted to say. So if people want to come and about 6 o'clock Central Time is when I go live, and 646.
And I'm bringing people back in the boxes. I think Stolen Trailer, Patriot Mama, and I'm trying to get the right people in here. I don't, like I said, there's a lot of requests, and I don't know exactly who to bring in.
Yeah. Anyways, so I just want to say I've been streaming her old lives every night, and it's been a real hit. So if people want to join, and you will see for the supporters, it has the same quotes, everything. And if I can think of anything else, I will come back up. But otherwise, I'll drop for now.
And you're fine. She is, she's acting like she's not a stolen trailer or something like that. I don't know.
This is what she said earlier. She said earlier, you guys can go watch it and you can believe what you want to believe. I know the truth, and the people that really that support me will know the truth or whatever. But yeah,
she don't know who I am, obviously. But Gabby, I am gonna make this public service announcement. I used to go by stopping the scammers. and also stopping the scam. So let me put this public service announcement out for Gabby. These platforms are now known as the Mexican homie. You're not putting any fear into me. We're doing the live stream, the awareness live stream. It's happening. You and Aaron trying to report, and all your supporters. It's good. That's my message to Aaron and Gabby. I didn't even have to show up in court. It was dismissed. So take that, Aaron. If you're in here, take that back to Gabby and let her know.
Yep.
I'm a lawyer. I know how to represent myself.
I agree with you, homie. Throw that in your pipe and smoke it. I mean, they have a platform, Gannett, to where you put yourself out there and then people criticize it and some like it. And the sad thing is they do get a big liking of people that support them. But you're going to get your backlash too, right? From people that are like, hey, why are you doing this to your kids? Why are you doing this to you? And I asked both of those questions because I have kids. So I'm like, Gabby, why are you doing this to you? And why are you doing this to your kids? And then you bitch about it, and it's total fucking bullshit because she's putting it out there. If she didn't put it out there, we wouldn't be here to fucking know. And then all the bullshit this last 6 months with the pregnancy and all that. I mean, I am totally befuddled. But she continues to do it because she is, for some reason, she wants to put herself on social media and exploit herself and think that she's not going to be criticized. That is ridiculous.
Very true, Stolen Trailer. Let me grab some more people in here.
That's all I got to say about that, though, homie.
Go ahead, Patriot Mama.
Okay, so I'm Patriot Mama, not Nana. I want to get that real clear because when all that stuff was happening with Patriot Nana, I would go places and get blocked because people thought I was Nana. Nope, I am not a grandmother yet. But I do have 5 children and 2 with special needs, and I really don't care about Gabby. I'll be honest with you, but she's really good about listening or Googling or, like the other mom, ASD mama that was in here. When I ran into Gabby, what piqued my interest is she was talking about autism. My autistic son's now 21. I also have a 10-year-old. When we got our autism diagnosis, was to have a friend who had navigated the world of autism because it's not always easy. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of unknown. There's a lot of figuring things out. Part of it, it's a whole nother nightmare. I am very well versed at it now because I had to be. I had to learn. And I was younger than she is right now when I navigated our ASD diagnosis. So what bothers me the most is the misinformation said to be dangerous. She has researched just enough to be dangerous. When it comes to IEPs, IEPs are terrible. They're terrible to sit through. And you have to fight. You have to prepare. You have to act by law when he misses school for 10 days. You have to do a manifestation of disability hearing. I am going through my 3rd one next Wednesday. You think IEPs are bad? Sit through one of those. And what happens is if you don't have your ducks in a row, if you do not have a strong IEP and you hit an MDR hearing and they find that the behaviors are not from his disability, then they can expel them. Then he won't have a school to go to. So this misinformation is what breaks my mama heart because dynamic for the world. I am trying to change the world for my family dynamic. So when you hit morning and the lack of patience, and it was almost like a bad setup for him. What you do in that prep time for school sets the tone for the whole day. So my mama heart breaks in what she is giving, and with as large as her platform is, it's just does such a disservice to these beautiful kids that are out there that you have to really be prepared for. One last quick thing, we do travel out of state. Coco would not pass the temperament, but she gets on here and she reads letters that are from Google that are not her story. Her son's service dog. Number 1. Number 2, your child has to be able to handle that dog, and at 4, you cannot do that. So I'm not sure what her goal is of it. It's YouTube, but you can find it there. Anyway, in that letter, I had to laugh because a service dog and a therapy dog are 2 different things. A service dog is trained in a specific task to mitigate a disability. That's all I wanted to share, homie. Thanks for letting me know.
Incognito, if you were
Okay.
listening, hold on, sorry. Incognito, if you were listening, she said that is Patriot Mama. She is not Patriot Nana.
Yes, and
You know.
she's playing the champion song, and I'm all like, okay, I've heard her play that
Yeah,
nonstop.
she doesn't think that people can get a hold of like Carrie Underwood's publicist or something. I don't know. I don't know what the whole thing with that was. Hold on.
Two people and neither one of them are dating someone that has it.
Or neither one of them are husbands that have that. So what he means is Gabby had sent out a picture of Cam. A picture of Cam that he was exposed to. He doesn't think that it was wrong because she was trying to get advice from random mothers instead of taking her child to the doctor.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with to be regarding Gabby. I'm gonna bring people into the boxes, but make sure that and if you didn't request a box, I'll drop you back down.
And yes, I am very, very, yes, he was exposed.
Can you hear me? I've never been in a box before.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
This is my very, very, very first time in like 3 years on TikTok.
Welcome in. Welcome in. What would you like to share regarding Gabby?
Well, I am an autism mama for a 22-year-old. First of all, I'm tired of being censored on TikTok.
Yes, ma'am.
Every comment that I post, it can be in a very southern, respectful way, and I get 5 to 6 as much. But she triggers me as well as many, many women from many different communities in so many different ways. The autism, not just a regular neuropsychologist. They have to specialize in autism spectrum disorders and developmental delays and sensory disorders, things like that. I, in my opinion, be in a horrible mood, bitching. And in the background, I hear that baby. And then she goes and helps him put his shoes on, just bitching at him. And that baby was trying so hard to sing his ABCs. I could hear him trying to put letters together in different orders, but he was singing it to the ABC song. And instead of taking 2 seconds to just calm and cool her fucking tits for a second and just help him. No, that would be too much a motherly thing to do. But that triggers me, very much. And the possible alleged, faking of, the IEP. There's so many different stories going around as to when that IEP was supposed to be, and then the teacher texting her to say that they need the diagnosis paperwork, and I'm thinking that gives her then to start calling for his daddy over and over again. That baby's getting so close to being able to tell on her, and she knows it, and that's why she took him in the room and spanked his ass today. And she doesn't want anybody to know this stuff, but that baby is going to be able to tell on her. And she is starting to feel the walls closing in on her. And I love the lies with that triggered me because all of that has happened to me as well. There's just thousands of women that she faces. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I know everyone's sick of it. And I think her days on social media need to be over. I really am sick of it, and I am scared. Her days on social media need to be over. I really am sick of it, and I am scared. Peace. That's all I wanted to say.
You're welcome. Hi, Miss Megan.
Hello, Mr. Homie. How are you?
Doing good. What would you like to chime in regarding Gabby?
I just want to say that from the start of watching her with the baby, when he didn't talk as good, just from the little bit when he does go to school, which isn't much, but the times he does more, but I feel like she's delaying him because she doesn't want him to speak about what's going on. And then I wanted to touch on supposedly what she went through. Why would the first place you go would be to turn on your live and go to social media? Why not call your significant other or a friend? Like, why, if you didn't want the attention, why? And in the bathroom, he says he has to go to the bathroom all the time. Why not put the phone down for 2 minutes? 2 minutes and take him. In the morning, why can't you get up, feed him breakfast, brush his hair, brush his teeth, and then you have time? I wanted to say, and thank you for letting me have a box, and thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you, Miss Megan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, Miss Carla.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, Miss Carla.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
I'm okay. How are you?
Doing good. How would you like to chime in on this Gabby situation?
So I used to be one of Gabby's mods back in 2023. This was when Gabby was being evicted out of her apartment. And right before she moved down to Florida, that's where I live as well. I had offered her to come and stay with me until her and Aaron got up on her feet so that Cam could have a roof over her head, or over his head, I'm sorry. And Gabby was packing up her house while I was under anesthesia. I guess her and her friend Anthony, who has had charges against him for being inappropriate with a minor. And he had said on that, taking my TikTok account and gifting Gabby, reloading money onto my account from my bank account and gifting herself on that. I had no clue any of this was happening. Mind y'all, like her whole story has changed up until 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
She went as far as saying that that's not what it was, that they were just trying to figure out if I was a real person. Yeah.
Miss Carter, can you hear me?
Yes.
They said they cannot hear anything that you're saying. I can hear everything you're saying.
Yeah, I can hear everything you are too. I think it's lagging on their end. So I don't know if you know. Do you know how this is how I get the lag to stop? I'm gonna restart the live. That's been stopping the lag for me. Just so you know.
A lot of people say they can hear her, so we'll continue. We'll go ahead and continue. Go ahead, Miss Carter. Sorry about that.
That's okay. So Gabby's story about the whole situation was just so it made no sense of how she was trying to cover her ass. Anthony had no clue that Gabby was on live when he had said that out loud. And I'm so thankful out of that situation. Y'all, like I was in a mod chat with her and probably about 15 naked pictures of Cam in there. Remind you, like Anthony is somebody who has been accused of messing with kids inappropriately. So that was definitely like, and she had gotten upset. I've sent the proof to, I think the Exposing Gabrielle page that's in here, as well as Villain. They all have that proof as well. And Mexican homie, I can send it to y'all. Like, if I can say anything to the mods that are over there right now, is that y'all are just another one to her. If y'all think that y'all mean something to her,
you don't.
Like, y'all are just another person in her eyes. So the information has been forwarded to the right people. I will say that.
DPS has been notified. They have been notified.
Correct.
Yes. And I know that there has been a lot going on. It continues to go on, and it will continue to go on. Everything that she has done, is doing, will continue to happen. Everything is on video. Everything that she does is on video. And I mentioned it earlier. Gabby is more focused on being on TikTok than being a mother at this point, and it's been like that, and it will continue to be like that. She thinks she's like TikTok famous or something to that effect. She's infamous. Let's use the right terminology. It's infamous. That's what we call it. She's not. Nobody edits the videos. Nobody twists her words. Nobody's using AI to put words into the videos. Let's call it for truth and facts. She seems to think that nothing is ever going to happen to her as far as legally. Her time will come.
Right.
No matter what, her time will come. Nobody is bullying her. Nobody is doing any of that. And if they try to say that I'm about Melissa Sue has videos, Miss Carla was an ex-moderator, I don't understand why she thinks she's so invisible. But like I said, her time will come. Bent out of shape because, the Mexican homie held alive. I know Erin's listening in, and I know that she's probably listening in on the side. Let me make this very loud and clear, Gabby and Erin, for them care about any of that. I don't care about, because I know that I'm going to hear that she's going to take me to court, that I'm going to go to jail, that, remember something, Gabby and Erin, my account got everything that I need on my end. So, and a lot of people say, no, they don't have a lawyer. I get it. But they always try to use that word. I got a lawyer. I got this. And so both of you will end up in trouble. So don't take it lightly, because you both will end up going down. And when you do, don't be crying. Don't be crying about, it was the people on TikTok. It was the people on social media. No, you are doing this to yourself. Sorry, young ladies, go ahead.
Real.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was going to say, the whole her not caring anything about you. What about when one of her best mods, Angela's son, passed away?
Right.
She did nothing. Actually, it was like a few days later, he messaged saying, I'm sorry about that, but I need $35 to go pick up my medicine.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just there's so much. She doesn't care. Gabby does not.
And everybody could see that. Everybody could see that on
Or it might have been the same day she found out, but I just know that she pretty much said, I am sorry. I need $35 to get my medicine.
but yet again, when Gabby's begging for other people's money and things of that nature, people
money to buy pull-ups for Cam. Right. And then people feel sorry for her. Yep. And then, I mean, there is so much, like, as we're sitting here, you kind of forget about what it is. But then, you know, later on, you're like, oh, I should have said this, because meaning that she had epoxy. She had dumped out epoxy in the bathtub. And instead of rinsing out the tub right away, she just let it sit. Doctor, she tried to find a bunch of other people to say, what can I put on him? What can I put on him? The wish list, since CPS got called and everything else, she went live and she said, that's it. He does not deserve this. I'm putting a wish list. Absolutely smart, because he gets SSI. She needs to save receipts. So she gets the stuff, buys the stuff, and then she sells it.
It's going to get more and more interesting. I want to see what's going to develop over the next week or so. And I want to see what excuses she's going to have after this live stream. I want to see, she's going to have excuses for everything.
We bully her. That's it. We're just bullies, and we're jealous, and we are making a ton of money off of her. Well, let's see. Homie, how much did you made? Was it like 8 cents? You figured out the other day that you make on all these lives you requested.
Yeah, I made 2 pennies in about a month. And that's because I got in somebody else's boxes. And so
was 1 hour, 1 minute is where it starts. That's where she's talking. They're addressing her forging the signature for the documents for the dog.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Melissa, now while she pulls the video, give me 1 second. And I'm trying to see. I don't know who else is requesting. She stole boy service. Endless. We could go. I mean, we could go on and on. It would have to be. We would have to spend days, weeks, to what she's doing.
Yeah, that's why I tell people when they ask, I said, you better take about 2 or 3 weeks off of work, and, because it's going to be a long to catch up.
Exactly. And I don't know. They keep asking about the fearless accounts. I know they get shared out to me.
That are impersonating, that are not a part of it. But if you just type them in and they're streaming, then they're a part of it. And there's other people that stream. I stream on my normal account, Cloud. She streams on her normal account and everything. We're just asking that don't go in and watch. We understand that it's a train wreck and you have a hard time looking away. But if you go in there, you're giving her a view and you're pushing her out on the FYP.
Exactly. Very true. Were you able to grab the video that Savannah had? But don't give her the views. Like I said, the more views you get her, you push her out to the FYP. And we don't. The more views you get her, you push her out to the FYP. And we don't.
She said 1 minute and 3, right?
I believe so.
Okay, I got it.
He sent me the text. I blocked out.
Okay, hold on. Let me rewind it just a little bit.
Projecting things that you may be dealing with on her as being a mean person, or what it is, because it doesn't mean you just don't go from supporting somebody to hating somebody. It don't work like that.
This is BB Gaming. This was a guy that believed everything that Gabby was throwing out there pretty much. And it was moderator. And she did a lot for Gabby, a lot. And Gabby absolutely will say vile things about her now. And
documents, and I have screenshots and recording. And if you get Kim up in the box, she can say this too. She accused me of forgery of that letter she just wrote. Apparently, I forged that letter, which is a total lie, and that I hacked her phone, rearranged her text message. This woman has lied on my name.
I was gonna say too, like somebody did just tell us this like a couple weeks ago that Gabby literally admitted that those papers were forged by Shay. So
yeah, and it was lie, and I have receipts on all.
Document and reference, does this matter what she's speaking on?
Why I got that?
I can't hear you. Did you send her a document?
I did send her a document, but can I explain why I think that this?
Okay.
Right. I'm not a forger now. I didn't choose somebody with that letter. Okay, there was no signature. There was no signature, and then when you send it, it pops up. Now, hang on. Did you put a signature on the first letter? And she goes, no, I'm sorry. I will do that for you. I never wanted the signature. I didn't want her a whole different like lettering and Word document and whatever. And I don't know how the fuck that happened, whatever. But like that shit just fucking happened. So I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that was really fucking weird. There was a signature and now there wasn't. You had me black the signature. No, I know. I don't even have a picture for Allie Ray. But I think we had a productive live stream so far. Hopefully we were able to get as much information out to people. Hoping that we were able to get as much information out. I know, look, in a week, there's going to be a lot more that's going to come out. I guarantee you, in a week, there's going to be a lot more because the simple fact that she's going to crash out and more is going to develop. It's just the way it is. Yeah. So I want to thank you, Miss Melissa Sue. Hopefully we were able to put out as much information as possible. And I know you hold live streams and a lot of people stream her. Do not give her the views. I want to push her out to the FYP. She's going to crash out. Watch and see. Mark my words. And she's going to talk about legal action. Call your Timu attorney. I don't care, Gabby.
don't be afraid. She has nothing.
Mrs. Sue, it is
welcome.
greatly appreciated. And you have a blessed evening. And I hope everybody has a good night. But my invitation to Erin is always open. Erin, I know you won't come get in a box because you just won't come get in a box and have a good conversation. So my message to Erin, you're going down with Gabby too. Thank you, everybody. Once you pull the trigger, you can't put the bullet back in the gun. So many people know your secrets. I know the one that cuts the deepest. You're gonna be broken in pieces. When the truth comes out, this is just the beginning. Lights crumble down when the truth comes out. Lights crumble down when the truth comes out. You can try to cover up the lies, but I know the truth. Yeah. You can hide in darkness, but the light will find its way through. Yeah. When the truth comes out, when the truth comes out, you can come, but you know it's ending. At the bottom of the grave, you're digging now. When the truth comes out, yeah, you know this is just the beginning. Lights crumble down. Once you pull the trigger, you can't put the bullet back in the gun. When the truth comes out, when the truth comes out, you can run, but you know it's ending. At the bottom of the grave, you're digging now. When the truth comes out, yeah, you know this is just the beginning. Lights crumble down when the truth comes out. Lights crumble down when the truth comes out. It will go up on YouTube. on KK.